10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this door. 10. Open this fucking door. I'll call my mom.
Charge you another charge and I'll push you straight into the
What
bench.
you charging me with? I'm a minor. What the fuck are you trying to do, dumbass?
Bro, did y'all see that video at that little girl that literally went up the escalator to beat on the day of girls that told on her for shoplifting, Ben? So this little girl, I think she was 10 years old.
Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he won't depart from it. We've all heard that old saying. It's actually scripture. But what happens when you raise your child the right way? When you give them all the love and structure and opportunity that a parent can give, and they still choose to venture down the wrong path? Well, today I want to talk to the parents who wrestle with that guilt and shame and that nagging question, did I do enough? Because sometimes, no matter how good the parenting is, kids will make choices, and those choices will carry serious consequences. Welcome back to Voice and Value. And if you're new here, get cozy, because we're about to look at some real life examples of young people who made bad choices and committed terrible crimes. Some of them come from good homes, while others from neglectful ones. And I want us to walk away with clarity today, where the line of responsibility begins with parents and where it shifts fully onto the child. Let's get into it. Parents will blame themselves when their children stray away from their upbringing, feeling like maybe if they would have been stricter or spent more quality time with them, that things would have turned out different. But please know this, parenting isn't some kind of science experiment where you get to control every aspect. Kids, they're not robots, and you can't just simply program them to do as you say. They're human beings. You can pour in structure and morals, and they can still reject it. Take, for example, the Chicago rapper QC, who ended his own mother's life for the life insurance money. Watch this.
Anything bro wanted, he got. The freshest drop, money, jewelry, a job, expensive whips, name it, he got it, for sure. For his 16th birthday, she blessed him with a Mustang. Moms gave that boy everything. He was spoiled rotten. She was well known in the community due to her big heart and how she cared for others. She was the owner of the popular Nappy Heads beauty salon and used her success as a way to give back to families and kids. From the outside, it appeared that young QC appreciated the life his mother provided for him, going as far as getting her name tatted on his arm. But the world would eventually discover that was the furthest thing from the truth. Bro had it all, but it still wasn't enough. He wanted the fame and the clout, but when he wasn't blowing up with his rap career, things went hella dark. He hatched a plan to stack his own bread up. Young QC wondered who might be the best person to hit a lick on. That's when his thoughts had one person in his mind, his own mom.
You see, this young man didn't grow up in a broken home. He had support. There were teachers that vouched for him, and he had a family that cared. Yet he still chose a road of destruction, and at the end of the road was a lifetime behind bars. My point today is that parents can influence their children, but they can't control destiny. His mother gave him everything. She was a successful entrepreneur who set a good example for her son, and although she poured into him as he sought out a rap career, the greed for fame and money was more powerful than the love that he claimed he had for his mother. May she continue to rest in peace. Now, on the flip side, some parents really don't give the basics of love and structure and discipline and accountability. What they do is they set bad examples of lying and cheating and stealing while their kids watch this behavior without judgment. Kids left to raise themselves, a lot of times what they're going to do, they're going to turn to peers. They're going to turn to the streets or social media for guidance. They equate crime with struggle, and they go throughout life in and out of government systems. I want you to watch these minors while they're stealing out of the store, and then they get pissed off when the store owners stop them in their tracks.
10 seconds to open up this door. I swear to God, I'm gonna break this I'm not playing. All I fucking know is y'all better open it. I'm not playing.
You know how to count. You have hands. Open the door.
I open up this door before we break this bitch.
Break it. Go ahead.
I'm finna break something up in this bitch. I'm God. I'm finna. You guys must be dumb. I would like that fight with y'all. Do not play with me.
You
Do
can
not
like that, but you can't open the door.
Do not play with me. Open this door, my trash it.
You can open it.
I will trash this off.
I'm close.
If you don't train them, the streets will. And the streets ain't gentle. Reports state that the sister of these young boys was waiting for them outside in the car. So do you think this was their first time stealing? Don't even bother to answer. It's a rhetorical question. How many times have you seen headlines where the parents knew their child was in a gang, knew they were out here dealing illegal substances or just violent, and they did nothing? That's pure neglect, people. It's not parenting at all. There are parents who will look the other way because their kids are bringing home large amounts of cash and funding a lifestyle that the parents enjoy, knowing full darn well it's all illegal. There are three big influences in life. And the first one is learned behavior. At home, when it's negative, there's violence, there's substance abuse or dishonesty, and it all gets normalized. Sometimes minors don't see anything wrong with it. It's all they know because they've seen it growing up in life. Then there's also peer influence. And when it's negative, we're talking about gangs or close friends who are out here pushing illegal substances. These become friends who are admired by them more than their family, and kids will assimilate because they want to belong to something that they feel is desirable or meaningful to them. And there's personal choice. This is the deciding factor. Plenty of kids will grow up in broken homes and still make it out because they chose differently. A lot of kids grow up in good homes and they still throw it all away with bad choices. I'm sure you've heard about reality TV stars Kirk and Rashida Frost. The couple met and married young, and they stayed married for a long time despite the constant cheating rumors of the husband. I remember one time when they broke up and their son Kai had a hard time with it, and they patched things up in the hopes of keeping their family structure together. Well, now that same son Kai has made a choice that could land him behind bars for a very long time. Let's listen.
Gwinnett County authorities have confirmed that it was Kai Frost that unalived Atlanta rapper T Hood. However, they are now investigating this as self-defense. So y'all, the story from the authorities is very much different from the story that was put online. Everything is still alleged, but this is what the authorities are saying, that they received a disturbance call and that this was a domestic dispute, and the female in this situation was assaulted and sustained physical injuries. Now they're saying that Kai Frost as well as another witness arrived to the house, and as they saw what was going on, Kai separated himself from the house. Now they're saying that this is a big fact in the fact that this could be self-defense because he separated himself. However, something transpired and the unaliving happened. Kai did not leave the scene. Him and the witness stayed there until authorities came, and they have been cooperating with the authorities this entire time.
That's not bad parenting, y'all. That's a bad decision that the child made, even though it could stem from that family first upbringing. He was protecting his sister. It's a tough call when you're choosing to defend someone, especially if that someone is yourself and the only choice you feel you have is to end someone's life. Whew. Rest in peace to the young man whose life was ended, and prayers go out to his family as well as the Frost family whose life is undoubtedly changed due to this situation as well. If you're a parent and you did your best, I'm talking about if you provided guidance, if you gave love and discipline and showed support, please don't carry the burden of your child's downfall. You're not responsible for their bad choices. Their actions belong to them. I know it has to hurt to see your child behind bars or in the grave, but don't let society convince you that it's automatically your failure as a parent. Love on your child. That never has to end. But don't take on their crimes as your identity. Now let's flip to the parents who weren't there, who let the streets raise their kids and who ignored the warning signs. Yes, some of that blood is on your hands. I know it's harsh, but it's true. Kids don't just wake up one day and join gangs. They don't just abuse illegal substances. A lot of times the foundation was weak at home. There was no proper guidance or any good role models in the home. Now this 11-year-old boy not only ended the life of a biker, he live streamed the incident and posted it on an app. Let's watch how calm and clueless he is during the interrogation.
Once Michael is off the phone, they ask Messiah once more if he wants to answer questions.
I'm just bored. Yeah. And I thought guys, like, if I said, if I were to answer no questions, you guys would just leave and then I have no company.
So, okay, I see what you're saying. You're bored and you kind of want company, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So the conversation that we do want to have with you is related to the crime in which you're being accused of participating in, okay?
We're definitely not saying you have to talk to us, it's your choice, but we just can't hang in here and just keep you company.
Just bump him, bruh.
Like, you like bumped him?
Yeah, just bump him.
You just heard 3 kids planning to hit cyclist Scott Hammermell on his way to work. This was last May, and police say the 3 kids, ages 11, 13, and 15 at the time, ended up killing Hammermell.
These children are murderers, and they have got to be in custody.
Albuquerque Mayor Tim Keller called the tragedy senseless and horrific Tuesday. Police initially thought this was a fatal hit-and-run accident in northeast Albuquerque. But as you can see from this video,
like 15, 20.
It wasn't. APD was tipped off about the video last month.
Our digital intelligence team worked with homicide detectives and identified all 3 subjects that were in the car that were planning to run over the cyclist on purpose. And then actually hit him and then fled around the corner, literally laughing about what they had just done as they
train up your child. Don't assume that the school or the church is going to do it for you. That's your assignment as a parent. And when you fail to do so, you not only fail your child, you fail society as well. There are many young people who choose the wrong path and end up in one or 2 places: prison or the graveyard. At the end of the day, the choice is theirs. Whether that choice is success and freedom or whether it's destruction and regret. As parents, we can guide. It's our duty to do so. But children must walk their own path in life. Train up a child in the way he should go. But there has to be some sort of balance. The child has a responsibility to listen and make good choices as they were taught, whether that be through words or actions or both. To the good parents out there, I want you to release the guilt. But to you neglectful parents, you need to step up now before it's too late. And to anyone listening right now, remember that every decision has a consequence, and you don't have to be a parent to influence someone's thinking. But to the parents, do your part. To the children, you gotta make wise choices, because at the end of the day, life doesn't give do-overs. It only gives results. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.